want to touch on you being a father. You have a son, right?
Yeah, Taj.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah,
He's grown
big,
man.
big man now.
Big man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it for him being your son? I guess he would probably be the best one to answer this part.
Yeah.
From your perspective, how was he? How did he take to the brand and the magnitude of and the statue of the brand?
I think Taj is so unique in himself because he's been. If you came to my store, like my first store to the second store, you'd see him crawling around in the store. So I'm feeding him as I'm selling clothes, and people are holding him, burping him, or feeding him while I'm dealing with the transaction. So he's kind of grown into this role of being the son of this guy that makes clothing, right? So at times he thinks he's like my my brother, or like I'm just like one of his boys. And I'm like, no, I'm your dad.
Which is a key thing nowadays.
You know what I mean?
Too many parents want to be brothers with their children, yo.
So
which is cool, but we
yeah,
have to set the record straight sometimes.
Yeah, and so for him, he just sees me as dad. You know what I mean? And he's matured, whereas he doesn't really want anything from he'll rock everything in here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
I would too.
He wants to be himself. He doesn't want to fall into
he wants to create his own lane.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to fall into this umbrella of being.
Which kind of leads into my question: would you want to see him carry?
Oh yeah.
Carry on the tradition?
Most definitely.
Because you're not going to be here forever, but the brand will.
Yeah, most definitely. He's
so you had that discussion?
Oh yeah, he's the hire to this. He's definitely the hire. Between him and my nieces and my nephews,
okay,
right? They are hires to the brand.
So basically, he is going to be the one taking over when time falls.
Oh yeah.
I mean?
It's the family still. So, like I said, my nieces, my nephews, him, like all what we call the next gen, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to be the ones running 100 miles.
Excellent.
And whichever other youth that they have involved in their lives will be part of the journey.
Speaking of the journey, how close did you ever come close to shutting it all down? Because I know
times.
When your dad passed, you said for like 5 years you went through a whole.
Many times. Many times I've wanted to call it quits, but
what kept you going?
You guys, the people and God, the spirits above, and the legends that have blessed me. So I feel it's part of the culture. It's part of the city that it will always be here. You know what I mean? With everybody that's come into whether the store or online or whichever country that they're rocking our brand in, that it will always be alive and have its own life of its own.
Excellent. So I just got a couple more questions.
No, take your time.
Spiritually and mentally, how has this journey have an effect on your evolution?
It's taught me a lot of gratitude and staying humble.
You say that a lot.
Yeah.
Can you speak more about that, being humble?
Humble.
Because it's easy. Like, again, with social media, these guys will get a couple of likes. They think that their brand is the greatest brand ever. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They pay somebody to wear their brand. It's like, oh my God,
Losing so many legends, and my dad being a legend in his own right, it shows you that life is not in our own hands. And you gotta, everybody now glorifies money or materialistic things, and through it all, I've learned that I create materialistic things, like I create material, and so it's never to fall in love with vanity. You know what I mean? And because if from a spiritual, all is vanity. And so for me, creating the vanity makes you see sometimes how, and seeing how people are so sometimes driven by brand names, right? It makes you see, like, you know, do I want to be as superficial as these people, or do I want to be real and pure in myself, and having this brand, you know what I mean, and the many people that, you know, have worn it, you know, some are here and some are gone. That's what it's taught me through having it, you know what I mean, is to be very gracious and very thankful for everybody, whether they're stars or not stars, in, you know, supporting, you know, this whole, you know, brand, and being a part of it, and creating a story from a minority standpoint, you know what I mean, because as you, where like all these other companies are major companies, they're not owned by us, but we're the ones that are funding it. So, you know, to see your own,
the market, because they market, the marketing is next level witchcraft. You know what I mean? Like, no, next level witchcraft when it comes to commercials and stuff like that. That's like, trust me, you go in some homes, they're like, we only drink Sprite here. We only do this here. It's like, wow, so you guys are really branded.
Yeah, so for us, like, it's something that you can't be arrogant and conceited about, because God works in a mysterious way. God giveth and God can taketh away.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And so this is a tool or a blessing He's given us to motivate, elevate, and inspire, you know what I mean, the people around us, and now the world, right, with the use of the World Wide Web.
Indeed. With the brand being as big as it is, have you gotten offers to sell?
Oh yeah. Yeah, several
What are we
times.
talking about? Like millies?
No, not yet, and that's why we didn't sell.
So you would consider it?
No, like
so let's just put it on the record. No matter what the price,
we got to keep it within our culture, and so the answer is no.
There you have it.
No.
So don't even try.
Yeah, the answer
don't
is
try.
No. Right, you can work with me, but
there's collaborations, partnerships.
But in terms of it leaving me, no, I don't think so. No, absolutely.
And you know
not.
what? Those are lessons you probably learned, because so many of our ancestors sold.
Yeah,
they sold.
Yeah, we're 31. I'm 31 years of having it, through the ups and downs, and you know, now we're creating a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And it's something like so much deeper.
It's great. Listen, it was great to sit down and talk to you.
Thank you.
Can you let them know your contacts? How, you know, again, give them the address.
2359 Queen Street East. This is 100 Miles Brand. At 100 Miles Brand on IG, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. At 100 Miles Brand. This is G, otherwise known as Miles. 416-732-3092 for the math, and just peace and love.
For sure. And all you young people out there that's doing your thing, you artists out there, make sure you link to God. You know what I mean? You got a video shoot, whatever. Link him, make sure the business is right. Collab with the God. He's down to earth. Like, trust me, when he talks about being humble, the man's a true extension of God for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, based on my experience anyways, you know. So, you know, I
appreciate
great to meet you, brother. And before we go, I'm going to offer you my book, 27th Letters. And also,
thank you.
This is like my second interview post-pandemic. That's in person. Everything else has been on Zoom.
Nice.
And prior to pandemic, when I sat down with people, with my guests, I usually get them to sign this book.
Okay.
So basically, the basis of my book is letters I wrote to my daughter. Okay. So I didn't know what the future held for me. So I had to kind of put some wisdom in, you know what I mean, in a book for to, you know what I mean, these letters. So I turned the letters into a book. So now, you being a father, imagine yourself going somewhere and not knowing when you're going to return. What is the advice you want to leave with your son or the children of the world, or just in general, to let them know this key piece of advice? I just want you to write it in the book. Okay? You're going to write it in the book. But we're going to close out. You know what I mean? Thank you for forwarding. You know, for making.
Shout out 27 Letters.
You already know.
Podcast.
Yes, you already know.
Shout out the cameraman.
D. Good TV. You know what I mean? We out here. Again, 100 Miles, Queen Street. Come check it out. This flagship store. If you're out of town, go on
100milesbrand.com.
Global. You know what I mean? They got socks, hats. It's endless.
Jeans.
Like if you're thinking about
Polos,
your name, your other
fanny packs,
your other brands that are out there who have multiple stuff. He has multiple pieces too. You know what I mean? He went from one t-shirt, making those
one
t-shirts
t-shirt
to now he's got fanny packs, bucket hats, like everything. You know what I mean? When I say the man's got socks, like come on, bro. You know what I mean? He's got it all, you know. So
women's wear, kids wear,
everything. He just told you. You went from switching from spring gear to summer gear. So he's got it all. He's got all the seasons covered. You know what I mean? All the seasons, all the genders, the two genders, all the. I don't want to be real. You know what I mean? I don't want people to get twisted. I know my science. You know what I mean? He's got it for everybody. Little person, big person, whatever. You know what I mean? Just go on the website or hit him up. You can call him. He just give you the number. You know? Again, thank you for forwarding.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
you. Know
man.
We're going to be around. We're going to stay in touch. You know?
Oh, come on.
27 letters and we out. Peace.